What's up, guys? I'm out here at one of my favorite parks in nature. Look at some of these grasses that grow here. Aren't they wild? It's like spiky. It's almost prehistoric. It's crazy. These vines look like grapes. I love plants. Love plants and animals. It's a good way to get into God's creation or to really appreciate it. I think there's a lot of stuff that man did, and naturally, if man did it and God created man, then God allowed it, But there's something to be said for organic. It's got a beautiful sort of architecture to it. If you think about sacred geometry, like, I love looking at the Mandelbrot set and even just seeing the golden ratio and the Fibonacci sequence and seeing that sort of stuff just organically occur. Or like the way leaves grow. And they just branch out here. And it's like an optimization of surface area geometrically so that this plant can get sun and convert it into energy. The same way our lungs, the alveoli just branch out like grapes, maximize surface area for diffusion of oxygen and exchange of oxygen for carbon dioxide, the capillary beds. It's just fascinating the way that nature optimizes and doesn't waste anything. That being said, I've been going through a bit of a relationship struggle, and I won't get into the whole thing, but one thing my wife said is that we can waste time. And I don't know if we have the capability to waste time unless we're speaking in the sense of our goals. If I have a goal to say, get sober, which I do, and I keep relapsing over and over and over again, I've just pushed back my sober date, or my sober date by relapsing, and I've wasted time in achieving that goal. But I think God's goals are even bigger than mine. And although that's a great goal, He knows that I'm going to be making mistakes. And He created me anyway. And He optimizes time for His goals. And that sounds crazy, right? Why would He allow sin? Well, because by allowing me to stumble and Him not coming back and saving me from that, He's just allowed someone else to appreciate beauty and goodness and to know the truth and to be saved. And me suffering and stumbling just allows time in a way for someone else to get saved. And I think that's suffering inevitably that will take place from my stumble. It's part of me taking up my cross. And I look at it that way. God does not waste time. He didn't. He allows us to perceive time. But God is timeless. See, He's eternal. And it's just like, it's so beautiful to see the way He uses time to teach these lessons of optimization of surface area. You see it in the brain, the way it's all wrinkly, or the intestine. Optimizing. And when we look at that geometry and break it down mathematically into ratios, we can see that maybe learn from nature. I think in our building, as the Greeks and the Romans did, using that golden ratio to achieve beauty. And beauty and order is godly or good because it allows us to just look at something and appreciate, okay, it's symmetrical, it's beautiful, it's the right ratio. That's a quick prejudice in a way. It's our prejudgment that we're making subconsciously about something. When we look at somebody's face and just know that they're beautiful. And what's interesting is we all have different genetics. So we all appreciate something a little bit differently because we're all putting together our reality a little bit differently because we're unique. And all of our individual subjective realities are our takes on God's objective truth. And He allows us to have those takes. And if we're doing it properly, we learn a lot and grow and get closer to Him. So that's what I'm learning about in nature today. I just want to inspire you to get out and love. Look at some beauty, like these lilies, and there's comets and koi in here, and it's just really cool. So get out and love it. God made it.